What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, and you're now tuned in to another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. First, if you're new here, man, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Tell a friend, man. Don't forget to tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your snake, tell your rat, and throw in your pet parrot if you have one, man. It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy. And you're now tuned in to another episode of Fan of Atlanta. Fan of Atlanta 365, man. I don't know if y'all seen my new logo. I created it myself. I'm still looking for somebody to create that logo for your boy, but I feel like this is a nice little simple logo. Let me know what y'all think in the comment box, man. But I just want to welcome y'all to the another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365. Let me get to some comments. We got some comments already, man. Shout out to my guy Slitter, man. Sports Live in the ATL in the building, man. Appreciate you for joining the live, man. I'm trying to do this thing. Hey, if you want to hop on, let me know now. Let me know. He said, rest in peace, John Madden. Of course, a legend, legendary. We're gonna get to him. We about to get to him now. I shared the stream. Have a great one. Appreciate that, Sports Live in the ATL, man. Hey, if y'all watching right now, man, don't forget to definitely subscribe to this channel, but definitely go check out my guy Slitter Sports Live in the ATL on YouTube. Please go follow that man, subscribe to his channel. Definitely check him out, man. He's always going live for the games. A great Falcon fan, Georgia fan, whatever you want to call. He's an Atlanta fan. He loves the Braves, Hawks, Georgia Bulldogs, Falcons, whoever. He's for him, man. So y'all definitely go check that man out. That's one of my guys, man. He also said slick logo. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I credited myself on PowerPoint. PowerPoint. So, just something simple. I wanted to get my own little logo out here, man. But hey, appreciate everybody who is watching right now, man. Don't forget to drop a comment in the box so I can know you're in the building. Shout yourself out. We're gonna go on here to get to this video. So I know I've been gone for a little minute, but at the end of the day, man, we here. I told y'all at the top of the year, I will be going, I will be starting back, putting my content on, man. I haven't been doing my content, so I definitely want to give y'all that Fan of Atlanta 365 content, so we this gonna be the first one right here. This is the first one. So y'all gotta bear with me. But as y'all all know, yesterday was a tragic day, man, for and if you're a sports fan, especially an NFL fan, and if you're a Madden fan, you definitely hurt. Which is, myself. I like to say I'm a Madden fan, man. I've been on Madden since it's probably been since the '90s, man. That's when I first started playing Madden, probably on Sega Genesis. But at the same time, man, the 2000s, the early 2000s, I was definitely on Madden. So we want to just say rest in peace, rest in power, man. You'll live forever because you're a legend, and that's what legends do. But rest in peace to the great John Madden, man. So as y'all all know, yesterday he did pass away. It was a tragic day. But at the same time, he was 85, man. He led a long, great life. I don't think he has any regrets on his life. And I feel like, hey, 85, that's a great long life, especially to be able to do the things that he was able to do, to touch the people he was able to touch. Even if you're not a football fan, it's like John Madden made you, like he made you enjoy the game, man. He made you enjoy the game because of his great commentary, just his great spirit. As a broadcaster, definitely as a head coach, man, great, legendary. I'm just gonna go over a few things in his career. As you all know, he was a legendary head coach for the Oakland Raiders from 1969 to 1978, which he was able to win one Super Bowl in 76. But at the same time, I mean, to go 103 and 22 and I'm sorry, 103 wins, 32 losses, seven ties, like over 10 years, man. That's pretty much 10 years, and this man was able to have that kind of record. A lot of coaches don't have that. You know what I'm saying? To get a Super Bowl with those Raiders teams in the 70s, was awesome, man. Was awesome. Of course, he was able to, he became a sports broadcaster. So he started off with CBS, from 1979 to 1993. Went to Fox from 94 to 2001. Went to ABC from 2002 to 2005, and in it, his broadcasting career with NBC from 2006 to 2008. So, everybody already know, man, John Madden, what he was definitely made, what he was known for. I mean, first of all, his sports broadcasting, to me, that's what I got to see. I didn't get to see John Madden as a head coach because I wasn't born, but I know what he was able to do with those Oakland Raiders. Sports Live in the ATS said, I'm busy 365, but I'm listening. Hey, appreciate you for listening, man. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, as a coach, I wasn't there to see it, but I definitely seen him as a broadcaster. You always know who he is just on his voice. You ain't even got to see that man's face, man. You know who he is as soon as he started talking. So I definitely remember the sports broadcasting, but also that all Madden team, man. That was like the pinnacle of, if you a football NFL player, if you made it to the all Madden team, you was considered great, man. It was some greats on that team. Lawrence Taylor, Emmitt Smith, Shannon Sharp. Actually, if you watch Undisputed, he said him and his brother made it 5 times. 5 times on that team, man. So to make that team, you had to be great at your position. You know what I'm saying? So that was what we remember him for. Thanksgiving games. He the one who made the Thanksgiving celebration for the NFL the way it is now. Nobody was doing, nobody was really caring about Thanksgiving games and all that good stuff until John Madden, made that into a big deal. When you see those players in that turkey, that came from John Madden. That's how great he was, man. We still doing some of the stuff that John Madden innovated for the NFL in the 90s and in the early 2000s. We still doing that today. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, John Madden, a legend. Also, we know him for the legendary Madden game. If you're an avid Madden player like myself, I get every Madden that ever came out. Now, every year now, I play Madden like every day. You can catch me on Madden every day. I ain't gonna say I'm great, but I'm pretty good. But I ain't gonna say I'm great. But at the same time, I've been a Madden player since definitely the early 2000s. But I can pretty much go back to the late 90s when I first started playing Madden. In my household, we were big gamers. You know what I'm saying? So my dad played Madden. My oldest brother, we all played Madden. And then it just lived on through me, So every year I got the new Madden every year. As soon as it come out, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, John Madden, the Madden game, legendary, man. This man's whole life was just legendary. And like I said, we all remember him from the play-by-play game break, play-by-play breakdown, man. Using all those sound effects, all those little lines on the screen, showing you, what was going on in that play. Just breaking down the film to the point where if you was a baby, you can understand it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to play football to understand what John Madden was trying to teach you about the game of football. So that just, to me, this man was a great man. I mean, 85 years of life. That's let me live 85 years of life. I feel like I lived a long, life. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to John Madden, the legendary head coach, broadcaster, game designer, innovator. Man, I mean, he was everything to the NFL. He was pretty much on the level that Craig Sager was to the NBA. I mean, he was better than Craig Sager, but at the same time, that's how important he was to the NFL. When you look at how important Craig Sager or David Stern, you can put those two together, and they still wouldn't, almost wouldn't equal what John Madden brought to the NFL, man. So, hey, rest in peace. It was a sad day, but at the same time, I'm going to always remember John Madden because he's going to forever live on, man. So John Madden, man, gone, but never would be forgotten, man. Legendary John Madden. Definitely put y'all thoughts in the comment box. Let me know what y'all, let me know what John Madden meant to y'all. I know for me, he means a lot to me, because I play Madden every year. You know what I'm saying? So I love John Madden, man. To me, he was one of my favorite NFL legendary personnel of all time, man, of all time. Like I said, I wasn't born when he was coaching, but I definitely know what he brought to the table with them Oakland Raiders. And as you all know, if you've been following me, you know I'm a secret Raiders fan. You know what I'm saying? I love the Raiders. I always loved them. He's the reason why the Oakland Raiders, known as the Las Vegas Raiders now, he the reason why they have that, that demeanor about themselves. They play, it's all about the committed to win, just win, baby. Yeah, that's we all know that's the great Al Davis, but at the same time, John Madden created this idea of having this physical team, man. When you look at those Raiders teams in the 70s, that's what they was about. They was about bringing fear to you, intimidating you, and beating you on that field. So, shout out to John Madden, man. A legend in my book. Like I said, gone but never will be forgotten. So that's what I want to do. I want to start this show off right, man. And then if you're a Madden fan, we all know how great this game was. This year was 2004. The great Michael Vick, Atlanta Falcons, legend was on the cover. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my favorite Maddens. I got a few of them that I really, really love, but this is one that was more memorable to me because everybody was using Michael Vick on this game. You couldn't stop that man. That man was fast, man. The only thing he would do is fumble a lot, but I digress on that. Sports Live in the ATL, he said, I was honored as a Falcon fan. He and Pat called the 98 NFC title game and 1998 Super Bowl for the Falcons. That was an honor. When you have those two to do a game for your team, yeah, definitely. That was like if John Madden was broadcasting your game, you already know how legendary that was. And speaking of that 1998, NFC Championship game, I actually got the little memorabilia. Shout out to my supervisor. He definitely blessed me with this, man. He know I'm a real Atlanta Falcon fan, so I just wanted to come out and show y'all this memorabilia, man. Shout out to him for giving me this. He gave me some other things. I got this for my birthday. I got to figure out how I can put this stuff up, man. I haven't been able to put it up, but I just want to have it have a little setup for y'all today. A little setup, new logo, new setup, man. Who this? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to Slitter though. Appreciate you for your comments, man. Everybody, let me know you're in the building. Comment if you got something to say, because your boy always comment back. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic of discussion. I know I never put it on the topics to discuss, but I actually wanted to discuss this. Hold on, let me bring up the picture. I didn't bring up the picture. I gotta add this to the thing. This is a topic that I wanted to discuss. I want to discuss this man. I haven't been able to give you guys my thoughts on this guy. So today you're going to hear my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody got an opinion about this guy. Some people may love him. Some people may dislike him. For me, I don't know how to feel about this man. I really don't know how to feel. But let's get to this comment first before we get to Calvin Ridley. Sports Live in the ATL, known as Slitter, said, I respect Vick's talent, but I don't call a dog abuser a legend. He paid his dues. One moment, y'all. It's my phone going off. Okay, I'm back. He said, he paid his dues, glad he is well, but to abuse animals, that's not someone I honor in my opinion. Hey, yeah, I definitely get it, man. At the end of the day, what he did was horrific. I spoke about this in one of my other videos, so I'm just gonna get into this a little bit. When it comes to Michael Vick, man, when it comes to that dog abusing, for me, if you're from the black community, which I am, I'm a black young man. Dog fighting was like something that we kind of seen as that was normal. I didn't even know it was against the law until Michael Vick was going through what he was going through. It was just something you always seen in the hood. You know what I'm saying? If you was in that environment, that was something you just seen. Everybody had pits or Rottweilers that they would put into a dog fighting match. Now, after I heard what Michael Vick was actually doing to these dogs, when you speak on the abuse, that's what it kind of got me, because I'm like, hey man, I didn't know you was doing all that. Now, I'm not saying that dog fighting is okay, because I don't agree with anybody or anything, any living being held against their will to do something that benefits somebody else, just because, you know, you're exploiting whatever gifts that they have, or whatever, you know, you're exploiting just their natural being, and you're turning it into a profit by doing bad things to that being. I definitely don't, you know, I don't condone that. But at the same time, coming from the community I came from, dog fighting was seen as just normal. I didn't even know it was against the law until Michael Vick was going through that situation. Now, where Michael Vick went wrong in that situation, I mean, we already know he went wrong when it comes to abusing and all that good stuff. But where he definitely went wrong is, and a lot of people may disagree with me, because, you know, a lot of people still have like they had this love for Michael Vick. They felt like he was done so wrong. Michael Vick was asked by Arthur Blanks, who was the owner of the Atlanta Falcons at that time, who paid this man I want to say 130 something mil at that time. That was seen as like, you know, that was some big money, and to make this man your franchise quarterback. Now, let's dive deep into that franchise quarterback. At that time, black quarterbacks, if they were your franchise quarterback, they was a little bit more polished. They was seen as, okay, you know, they're not gonna cause no trouble. They not, you know, they may be from the hood, but they you know, they change to make, you know, they change their personality, or they be who you want them to be. Michael Vick wasn't that. He had the cornrows. He, you know, he looked like a black man, a black person like myself. If you was a kid raised in the hood, you know, you could relate to Michael Vick, because he was he gave you that persona that you never got to see other black quarterbacks give you. So at the time, Michael Vick was legendary, especially in the black community. But then when you also look at Atlanta as you know, as a city, he exemplified what we as black people saw, you know, other black players, you know, what we wanted to see out of other black players. And he was just that representation of that. I mean, everybody wanted to be Michael Vick. You go to a pee-wee football game, somebody got on number 7, and most likely they was going to be the quarterback, and they wanted to look like Vick. They wanted to play like Vick. So at the end of the day, yes, Michael Vick is legendary. And like you said, I can never respect the dog fighting, but at the same time, the man paid his dues. You know what I'm saying? He changed he changed that persona about himself, and look at where he's at now. And that's how you judge a man. You don't judge him based off his lowest point. You judge him based off, what did he do? How did he respond? You know, how did he pick himself up? What did he learn from that situation? I felt like Michael Vick, he paid his dues. And I thank Arthur Blanks for forgiving this man. But also Michael Vick, you know, I thank him for taking accountability, but at the same time being remorseful, paying his dues, coming back, and he became a better quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So no, it wasn't with the Atlanta Falcons, because we all know the stats with the Atlanta Falcons. A lot of times y'all like to try to blame Matt Ryan, but Michael Vick gave you worse years. It's just he gave you great moments. So you excuse that for what he did not do, that you keep, you know, overrate, you know, you keep trying to blame Matt Ryan for not doing. The same thing that Vick didn't do, Matt Ryan did do, but you still say Matt Ryan is a bomb quarterback, and I don't understand that. But you know, that's a topic for another day. Right now we're talking about Michael Vick, but at the end of the day, man, the man served his time. Yes, he did some horrific stuff, but at the same time, he served his time. He took accountability. He made himself into a better person. He can't take back what he did back in the day. But what he can do is fix it in the future. And I feel like we all deserve a second chance, man. We all deserve a second chance. But Michael Vick needed to go through what he went through in order to be the man that he is today. So yes, Slitter, I definitely agree with you, but at the same time, we can't, you know, dismiss everything that this man was able to do. And I'm not talking about on the field. We talking about as a person, for him to overcome what he did do to those dogs. You know, but at the end of the day, the man's still a legend. He said, I don't want Calvin back again. He isn't so bad that he couldn't attend the SEC title game. That rubbed me the wrong way. Yeah, we definitely about to get to Calvin Ridley, man. I got a lot to say on that. He said not just dog fighting, but he hung and electrocuted animals, tortured until they died. Yes, he definitely, like I said, that was horrific. And you like I say, you can't fix what you already did. They want love. They want love. Also, just a sad, terrible situation. Yeah, it was definitely a bad situation. He said, "I'm an animal lover. That's all I got to say. I respect your opinion." Yeah, I mean, we all. I mean, I love animals too. And like I said, I don't like what he did to the animals, but at the same time, we all have done something that maybe wasn't seen in the best light to somebody else, but at the same time, do we not deserve to be remembered for how we overcame that? And also, do we not deserve a second chance? And we all know Michael Vick has become a better man. And his past should not define who he is now. It should definitely, it plays a role in it, but you shouldn't define him based off what he did in his past. He was young, making a lot of money, coming from the community I came from, where dog fighting was seen as it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to Slaughter, man. I appreciate you for coming and giving me your opinion. But let's get to the topic that I wanted to discuss in this video, and that's Calvin Ridley. You know what I'm saying? Calvin Ridley. These are my thoughts on Calvin Ridley. So, as you all know, Calvin Ridley was pretty much expected to be the next number one receiver. When we did have Julio and we had Mohamed Sanu, he was the guy that was going to be the next number two wide receiver for our duo. As you all know, we had Roddy White with Julio Jones, and then Roddy White ended up retiring, and pretty much the Falcons never re-signed him back, and he ended up retiring, and then Julio Jones ended up being your number one. And then you bring in Calvin, you bring in Mohamed Sanu. Mohamed Sanu is, somewhat of a number two, that Rodman to that Batman for Julio Jones. But then you eventually draft Calvin Ridley, I want to say in 2016, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then Calvin Ridley comes and he does his thing and he becomes the number two receiver. But then Julio Jones, which I lost all respect for Julio Jones. Not all respect, I do appreciate what he did do for the Atlanta Falcons franchise. But at the same time, this last offseason really showed me who Julio Jones really was. And, he decided that he wanted to cut ties with the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons was able to trade him off to the Tennessee Titans. And since then, we all see what he has been able to do without, in my opinion, Matt Ryan, which Julio Jones, which I said on Slitter's show, if you remember Slitter, Julio Jones is another product of Matt Ryan. But a lot of y'all not going to agree with that because the only thing y'all see is how great Julio Jones was. But why can't he do that with the Tennessee Titans? The last game, I think he had one reception for 7 yards. That's Julio. Still zero touchdowns this year. But you know what? I digress on that. This ain't about Julio. This is about Calvin Ridley. So let's get back to Calvin Ridley. This year, we had high expectations. Calvin Ridley, you got to be that number one receiver. We bring in Kyle Pitts, a tight end, but can play receiver, which that's what I believe his position will be in the future. Kind of between wide receiver. We're going to put him everywhere. We're going to put him in different places. But right now, we got him at tight end. But he's going to be that guy who's going to help, who's going to be able to benefit off of Calvin Ridley taking on double coverage and all that good stuff. So, first game, I got the stats right here. First game, we played the Philadelphia Eagles at home. Calvin Ridley, this your time to shine. He ends the game with 5 receptions for 51 yards, 0 touchdowns. Okay. That was a bad game for us, which we're gonna get to later in my segment called State of the Franchise. We're gonna get to that later. But at the same time, let me answer some of these comments. Sports Live in the ATL said, like I said, Vick paid his dues. Glad he is better, but I will never forgive what he did. Yeah, now Calvin Ridley. Yeah. Hey, that's you, man. Nathan, I guess that's your name. He said, yo. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? Appreciate you for joining the live. Sports Live and ATL said, I agree. I also believe Matt Ryan and Julio both complimented each other. Don't get me started on Julio. These Titan fans, I bet feel like shit after talking so much when they got him. Yeah, they definitely had high expectations. Which, if I was a Titan fan, I would have had high expectations too. But we already knew it, man. We already knew what Julio Jones was gonna do. He said, "I would enjoy putting Titans in the box." Yes, definitely put them in the box. First round of playoffs, you can go ahead and book it. In my opinion, when they fall to in the playoffs, all with Julio and Titans fans in mind. Yes, definitely, man. The Titans ain't going nowhere. They already lost Derrick Henry. AJ Brown is their best receiver, and Julio just there, man. He just there to get paid. He ain't gonna contribute nothing, and they going down. So add them to the preliminary. I think you call it the preliminary box. Definitely add them there. He said, "Hey Nathan, thanks for popping in." Yeah, hey, appreciate you, Nathan. Appreciate everybody for dropping in, man. This is huge, man. I appreciate all the support y'all giving me. Don't forget, like, share, comment if you got something to say, because your boy always coming back. And definitely subscribe to the channel, and definitely go check out Sports Live in the ATL. Go check his channel out. So it's a couple of other ones that I want y'all to go check out. CC Ryder taking that ass 27. Go check out the AFN, man, with Mad Mike Sports, Jew Talk Sports, and K Styles, just K Styles. Go check those guys out, man. Those are the people who I look at avidly. I'm always checking to see what they got going on, because I enjoy their content. As y'all all know, Sports Live in the ATL, one of my favorites. So, I always check them out when I get a chance. Nathan said, "Hey, but Julio was robbed in the end. You spell it, LOL." I don't know if he was robbed in the end. What do you mean he was robbed in the end? Explain that to me. Sports Live in the ATL, he said the proverbial box. I'm sorry, the proverbial box. Yes, definitely add them to the proverbial box. However you spell it. He said, "I met yes, I actually got to see y'all when y'all met at the Washington football. I want to say it's the Washington football team game I think it was in the preseason. The Atlanta Falcons versus the Washington football team. It was maybe last year or 2 years ago. I definitely remember that. I was watching that video, but he said he met CC Ryder, a good dude. Yeah, definitely a great guy, man. William Waddell, he said, hey guys, how's it going? Hey, appreciate you for joining us, William Waddell. Hey, definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like, share, comment if you got something to say, because your boy always coming back. Welcome to Fan of Atlanta 365. Hope y'all like my logo. Hope y'all like my little setup here. I'm trying to get into my slither. What I'm saying? Have a little setup for y'all. Sports Live in the ATL, he said, "I don't watch those other channels except CC." Yeah, but hey, I definitely support all the YouTube content creators, because all y'all pretty much impacted me. Y'all all inspired me to join YouTube, man. I don't know if you ever checked out my first official video I put on YouTube. You can go check it out right now. I shouted all y'all guys out, man, because y'all definitely inspired me to become a YouTube content creator. So, Lord Brunson, which was one of the first people who I ever followed, and that's how I got connected with Sports Live in the ATL. And then CC Ryder, Mad Mike Sports. Those are some of the guys that I was following from like the earlier times before I joined YouTube, and then I ended up taking a liking to them. And I follow all y'all, man. So hey, definitely go support all the channels. Where we at? We got a lot of comments, man. Y'all bring them comments. I'm trying to read them all. Nathan said in the end zone at one of the Titans games. Hey, at the end of the day, Julio may have been robbed, but he robbing the Tennessee Titans. You know what I'm saying? He ain't bringing nothing to the table. Even if he did get that one touchdown, that's one touchdown out of how many games? Unacceptable, especially when you claim you want to go to a team to win. You got tired of losing, and man, hey, at the end of the day, Julio is another product of Matt Ryan. Sports Live in the ATL, he said, let's say Julio got robbed earlier. One touchdown isn't what Titans signed him for. Damn, you remember the preseason game with CC Nice? Yeah, man. Hey, I be watching. I definitely stay tuned. Now I follow y'all, man. Now I really watch y'all videos. Hey William, thanks for popping in. Hey, appreciate you, William. William Waddell. Sports Live and ATL said 365 tweeted this stream and did a quick video a few minutes ago. I like your drive. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I get the drive for you, man. You know, I watch you, man. I follow you, so that's, you know, I'm trying to be like you. You know what I'm saying? Nathan said, I agree, Slitter. William Waddle said, I got you, bro. First time in the room, but I will support. I always support the Slutter family. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I definitely, man. The Slutter family, hey, y'all definitely support, man. I be watching y'all, you know. Slutter say, yeah, had fun battling Brunson. Yeah, that was some good times, you know. Lord Brunson definitely is a great content creator, man. One of my favorite. If I wasn't an Atlanta Falcon fan, he would sell me on the Philadelphia Eagles, man. That man know a lot about the Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all definitely go check out Lord Brunson. I got to see this man grow from, I think he had 100 and some subscribers by the time I became one of his subs. And now look at this man. I mean, I think he got what, 5,000 or 5 million. I don't know how many subscribers he got. I just know he got a lot of them, and he's continuing to grow, selling merchandise. He do a lot of great things, man. So y'all definitely go check that guy out, man. Where we at? William Waddell said, "Good to see you, David. How are you feeling today?" Okay, y'all having y'all conversation. Good, William. Okay. Oh, I totally agree. 1 touchdown and no hamstrings. Doing well, thanks. Okay, I'm busy, still listening. We stay unbeat, William. You will be good. I like the mug. Hey, appreciate you, man. Like I said, shout out to my supervisor, man. He definitely, you know, came through for your boy, man. Just he claimed, now he's a Chicago Bears fan, but he claimed this was just so happened both of these was just in his in his basement. He was cleaning out his basement. I'm like, man, you really an undercover Falcon fan because he got more gear than I got, you know. So at the end of the day, man, hey, I appreciate him. I'm glad he had this because, you know, this is when I was actually a fan of the Atlanta Falcons, you know, before this. You know, in my household, it's Georgia everything. So that's why I'm a fan of Atlanta, man. I love everything about my city, everything about my state. And, you know, this was just a year that, you know, I enjoyed because I got to see my Falcons playing their first Super Bowl, but at the same time, it was heartbreaking due to the way we lost that Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, we'll always remember it. You know, the Dirty Bird, that's my era. When I became a Falcon fan, the Dirty Bird, you know, time. So, hey, let me know when y'all became Atlanta Falcon fan. You know what I'm saying? What era? I know Slitter, he been there since probably Barkowski. You know, I didn't get to see Barkowski. I definitely seen, you know, Chris Chandler, but I didn't get to see Barkowski. But let me know when y'all became a Falcon fan, man. Let's get back to these comments. He said, nothing a bit. Okay, busting my ass. Sports Live in the ATL said, busting my ass to get to 3K, about 100 away. I know my channel can get more subs. I just need to keep bringing my passion. You do the same, 365. Hey, you gonna get there, man. Hey, if y'all listening right now, man, help my guy get to 3,000 subs. I know he can do it. Y'all go get that, get it for that man. I'm gonna definitely share this throughout the whole Facebook. I got to share it to a whole bunch of groups on Facebook. So if y'all watching, man, go follow Sports Live in the ATL and go check his channel out. Go subscribe. Help this man. He 100 away from 3,000. I know I can't really give him 100 subscribers because I don't even have. I got 100, but thanks to him, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely go tell everybody, man. Go tell everybody to support his channel and get him to 3,000 subs. And don't forget to support your boy as well. Fan of Atlanta 365. Nathan said our defense had a mean swagger back in the 98. Yeah, Jesse Tuggle. You know what I'm saying? Like we had some talent at that time in the 90s. Even that 91 team, if y'all listening to Jerry Glenville, you know, they talking about the 91 team. They had some swagger, man. They was a mean team. They was known as the rudest team. And you know, they did a lot of great things. We did some damage in the 90s. I would say the Falcons did some damage in the 90s. He said late 90s for me. Yeah, definitely. I'm a late 90s, but I remember if I didn't get to see Deion Sanders when he was in Atlanta. I was probably born. I mean, I was definitely born, but at the same time, I wasn't like, you know, I didn't understand football at that time. You know, I'm still a baby. But definitely 98. I'm on the train. You know, I'm an Atlanta Falcon fan. You know, at that time, a real one. Sports Live in the ATL, he said, thank you for sharing. Everyone helps you will grow 365. Just keep it up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep it up, man. Like I said, I've been busy. That's why, you know, I ain't been doing no videos in a while. But you know, your boy's back, new logo, new setup. Who this? Um, Sports Live in the ATL said, thank you, my people, for coming to support 365. Yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all, man. This is huge. You know what I'm saying? Just having y'all in the building and with y'all comments, man. Y'all keeping the conversation going. I enjoy this. You know, we're gonna get back to the content, but you know, I just definitely want to thank y'all for supporting your boy, man, and continue to support your boy. Definitely go to Fan of Atlanta 365 right now, man, and subscribe to the channel, man. Nathan said I was a mid '90s fan. Yeah, definitely. We all probably about that same. I'm 32, so I only been you know a Falcon fan since for 32 years. But a conscious fan for probably about you know maybe about what about 20 at least 25 years of that. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. When that what William Waddell said, anytime, bro, any friends of yours is friends of mine. Hey, I appreciate that. Sports Live in the ATL said 365. If you ever want a moderator, I will be one for you. Of course, definitely, definitely. You definitely a moderator. I don't know when I can start doing the moderating thing because you know I barely got 100 subscribers. And you know, and it is what it is. It's based on you know me being hungry, and for the past year or two, you know, I haven't been consistent. So I'm definitely gonna grind my way up to that point. But you know, when as soon as I can, you know, make moderators, you definitely number one on my list. You know that. The more you get out of more trolls, you will get. Just let me know. Yeah, I don't definitely have I don't really have trolls. Like I mean, a lot of times when I go live, a lot of people don't really watch my shows until after I post. And I just started going live maybe like you know towards the mid of this year because I just figured out how I can go live. But when I used to do my videos strictly on YouTube, you know, I ain't never really had no trolls like that. Everybody pretty much showed me love, but definitely, you know, when I get a little big, you're gonna probably have those guys that you know that they just they main role is to troll. Nathan, I remember when Dion and Ryzen got into the fight where Dion made Andre look foolish. Yeah, I definitely remembered seeing that clip. I didn't get to see it in you know in person, but I definitely know my history of the NFL, especially when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons. You know, I wasn't there when two slap Claude Humphrey was playing, but I definitely know what that man brought to the Atlanta Falcons. You know, I wasn't there when Dion was here, but I definitely know what Dion was about. I definitely know he was the greatest cornerback of all time. Um, Sports Live in the ATL, he said, you just click right on my name and click add moderator. You should be able to know. Okay, well, I definitely check that out once I get off. You definitely a moderator in my book, man. What else said trolls? What are Saints fans at? Yeah, hey, I don't really have too many of them, man. You know, I did a bad video on the Saints. I'm sorry, not the Saints. Where's my manners? The Aints, because the S is silent. You know, I did a video on them when they wet the bed in the playoffs against the Minnesota Vikings, the Minnesota Miracle, and you know, and nobody really gave me no bad comments, you know, and I brought it to them, you know, I had props and everything. So y'all ever get a chance, go check that video out, man. I definitely went in on the Aints. On Facebook, I go in on the Aints a lot of times, and you know, they pretty much show me love. I got a few people I follow that follow me on Facebook that you know that are Aints fans, and you know we have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? So hey, whenever them trolls come, I want y'all to be right there, man. Let's go ahead and vacuum them guys out of here. William Waddell said Washington football teammates got into a scrap on Sunday. No, not a good look at all. Yeah, that was definitely a bad move by Deron Payne. I mean, to put your hands on a man's face, you can't. It's certain stuff you just can't do because if you do that, that's seen as disrespectful. First of all, don't spit on me. Don't touch me. But definitely don't spit on me. Don't put your foot on me, and don't put your hands on my face. Those are like my off limits. That's three things that just off limits for me. We gotta throw them things. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to throw them things. And so, hey, Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen, at the end of the day, they've been teammates since Alabama. So, it was just one of them heat of the moments. Deron Payne put his hands on that man's face, and he had to do what he had to do. But if he really wanted to get to him, he could have gave him a couple more three pieces, you know what I'm saying, with no biscuit. But at the end of the day, man, hey, they teammates, and sometimes, get heated on that field, especially the way they was losing, when you got men, egos, and, testosterone and all that good stuff, eventually somebody's going to get into it, and sometimes it's going to be your teammates, and that's just what it is, But at the end of the day, sometimes I wish the Atlanta Falcons players would get into it sometimes with each other, because it seems like a lot of times we'll go out there and be losing horribly, and we just, we'll get them next time. It's like we don't really have that attitude. We don't have no players on our team that's going to go at each other and expect greatness out of each other. We kind of like go into every game kind of hoping that, we win, and, we're going to be brothers after this. That brotherhood thing is dead. You know what I'm saying? Even though I still say a brotherhood I trust. But at the end of the day, man, that brotherhood thing is dead on our team. We too friendly with each other. But that's another topic. Guys hitting helmets, that was dumb, but funny. Elo left my ass off. You said hitting helmets. Did somebody hit each other with a helmet? Watching football team. Okay. Next week I will bring Pudats out. I always do. It's so easy. Laugh my ass off. They get mad at me most of the time. Yeah, definitely. They all gonna get mad, man. They gonna get mad, especially because we beat them in New Orleans. We know it's gonna be a hostile environment on the 9th. But at the end of the day, I wish I could have got them tickets to get us in that game, Slitter. But they sold out. But next year we definitely gonna catch a game, and we definitely got to go to a New Orleans Aints game. Last time I went to a New Orleans Aints game was about 2 years ago. I was in the building, in the front row, and they did not like me, man. They did not like me, but then they ended up winning, and I ain't like them. So, but at the end of the day, I went at them. I don't hold no punches. Now I did get in trouble one time. I'm gonna tell y'all about that. Let me just go on Facebook, see if we got any comments. No comments on Facebook as of right now. But let me tell y'all what I did wrong to the New Orleans Aints, and I apologize, and they accepted me. But I kept joking. I kept talking about how, I felt like that ring that they won was because of Katrina and all that good stuff. And they kind of went in on me, let me know that was wrong because people lost their lives, and, you shouldn't joke about stuff like that. And I definitely apologized, and I was sympathetic to that, because at the end of the day, man, it's all about football. When you try to go personal, that's the wrong thing. And I think because I did that, a lot of the Aints fans, which I'm in the Falcons versus the Aints hate group, and we go in on each other. When we lose, they at us, and when they lose, we at them. And and don't let us beat them. It's or them beat us. Like it's all day. So at the end of the day, man, shout out to the New Orleans Aints. I still don't like y'all. I hate y'all. I actually despise y'all. But at the same time, man, it was wrong for me to go at your city like that. To talk about a natural disaster and how it helped you guys. It launched you into a Super Bowl. At the end of the day, you guys won that Super Bowl fair and square. Brett Favre kind of gave it to y'all, throwing that pick in NFC Championship game, but we ain't gonna talk about that, At the end of the day, y'all made it, y'all won, and one day, hopefully, we can celebrate one so y'all can stop holding that against us, holding that over our head. But at the end of the day, man, y'all know I don't like y'all, man. Y'all know I don't like y'all colors. I think y'all should wear black trash bags over y'all heads. Like I said, it protect you from the rain. Like I said, go watch that video, man. Definitely go watch that video. I call them the New Orleans trash can juices. That's just what I call them, man. What we had in these comments. I'm gonna read a few more comments, and I got to get back to this content. But like I said, y'all keep putting them comments in there. We're gonna keep reading them out loud. William Waddell said, yes, for sure. You never fight like you do with your brothers, but it happens. Yeah, we definitely. Hey, I got 5 other siblings, and we all done fought at one point. It's just gonna happen. You still love each other at the end of the day, but things are gonna happen. You could put 3 of us in the room, and you put us in for a certain amount of time with each other. Eventually, we gonna have eyes with each other. It just happens. It's human nature. William Waddell said, I gotta get over and try to take in a game with y'all. Hopefully it ends up on I guess on my way against the Aints or the Yucks, I would definitely love. I never seen I never seen Tom Brady play in person, so I would love to see Tom Brady play before he retires. But I have seen the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play one year. It was when we had Michael Vick. But I seen a lot of Carolina Panthers games. I seen the Buffalo Bills in real life when they had T.O. I seen the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm sorry, not T.O. I seen the Buffalo Bills, but I seen them when he played for the Cincinnati Bengals when him and Chad Ochocinco. I seen who else have I seen? I seen the New Orleans Aints one time. And I think that's all the teams I didn't see, but I didn't see the Carolina Panthers like 5 times. So every time I go to the game, I seen when Julio put up 300 on them. I seen I didn't see the New Orleans, I didn't see the Falcons and the Carolina Panthers plenty of times. Where we at? Nathan said every troll I came across from even Aints fans. Across even Aints fans. We talk crap, but at the end of the day, they're a diehard fan, and so am I. Yeah, I feel you. We don't ever go personal. Yeah, definitely, man. I learned my lesson, man. They all came from me, but at the end of the day, I couldn't be mad at them, man. And I learned my lesson. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it football. Keep it football. Because at the end of the day, if something happened, tragic in Atlanta, and the New Orleans Aints fans keep talking about it and bringing it up, it'll probably hurt me too, especially if I lost somebody, in that disaster or whatever happened. At the end of the day, man, that's my city. So you know what I'm saying? We got to respect that. And they diehard fans, probably more diehard than a lot of these Atlanta Falcon fans. Because we definitely don't show up for the games, and then we do show up for the games, you'll think we had a funeral. How quiet we are. Waddell said, yeah, best way to be. I don't hate y'all. Fire, LOL. I mean, just hate your team. Yeah, definitely. I hate the team, man. I hate the New Orleans Aints. If they just never existed, I'll be okay. My God, Favre on the Vikes was still fire. Yeah, I like saying Favre with the Vikes. But he definitely gave the New Orleans Aints. I mean, for him to try to throw the ball across the field like that, I just felt like he was trying to give it to New Orleans Aints. It just made me feel like the NFL is kind of, it's kind of, what I'm saying? Like, it's already defined who gonna win and how they gonna win. Sometimes I feel that way, but I still watch it. I'm a huge NFL fan. Waddell said my team's new helmets are based on Cincy's. Seriously, think they must have the best lids in the league. You talking about Cincinnati Bengals? You like their helmets? I like their new uniforms. I do like that. Sports Live in the ATL said 365 William Nathan. I have errands to do. Have a great stream, great day, happy New Year's. Don't forget I will be streaming Friday night. Georgia versus Michigan. Go UGA. Yeah, I'm definitely tuning in, man. I'm watching that game. I'm watching you. I try to come in on every live stream, man. I enjoy your content. Hey, appreciate you. Happy New Year's to you. I see you Friday as you stream the Georgia versus Michigan game. Appreciate you for your support, man. William Waddle said, Happy New Year's, bro. Enjoy your evening. I'll see you Friday for sure. Sports Live in the ATL. I would know Friday if Aja Green streams Falcons Bills. If she streams, please support her later, peeps. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna support Aja Green, man. Shout out to Aja Green. She's one of the best subscribers to Sports Live in the ATL. I see her in the AFN channel all the time, man. Hey, Aja Green, if you watching, definitely stream the game, man. Stream the game. Get yourself out there. Get more comfortable with just talking about football. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you have a lot of insight on it, and sometimes people just don't want to hear it. And I know right now it may be uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, if once you do it and you keep doing it, you'll become more comfortable. I mean, for me, I'm a little bit more comfortable behind the camera. I'm not gonna say I'm super comfortable. I'm nervous at the same time, but at the same time, because I have done it a lot, I get more and more comfortable every time I do it. My content gets better. So definitely, just do it, man. If you need me to come in with you, I definitely do it with you. Talk some football. We could do it together. What else? Nathan said, "Thanks for bringing us here, Slitter. Good looking out. I just subscribed to 365. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Definitely stay tuned for more content. Content is on the way. this is the first video of many. I just wanted to kind of, get a little bit more, up on my classes. Right now I'm working on my MBA. So, I haven't really had much time to do videos, but I felt like today I had to come and do a video, even though, I may be late talking about some of this content. But at the end of the day, I wanted you guys to know, what I've been thinking in my head. Forgot 365 William plays it in a semi-football league in Scotland. He wasn't to put my name on his socks. He knew he cool is that Glasgow Tigers, I think the name is. I'm honored. All right later. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, shout out to William. William, man. Hey, I want to catch one of them games. See you play, man. If there's a way I could check you out, man. Hey, let me know. William Waddle, he said I need to look at doing some streaming in the new year. Will be fun to put across the Scottish perspective. Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to Scotland. You know what I'm saying? I've never been there. I would love to go there, man. Definitely do some content. I just want to hear your accent, man. So definitely put some content out there, man. Hey, if y'all ever had any aspirations to do some YouTube content, I don't care how bad you may feel like it is. At the end of the day, just put it out there. You never know. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to do. I had to overcome that fear of talking. And sometimes, yeah, being behind a camera is different from just talking to somebody on the streets. But at the end of the day, the more you do it, the more comfortable you are, and then people gonna start watching you. Don't know as long as you're consistent, people gonna tune in. They may not be in your live stream, but they gonna watch the video. And sometimes it takes for them to see you. They may see me today for the first time, but then they go back and watch some of my old videos and they take a liking to it. You know what I'm saying? So hey, definitely if you got aspirations to do any YouTube content, definitely start 2022. Let that be your goal, and that should accomplish your goal, man. Anything you put your mind to, you'll do it, man. Sports Live in the ATL. I mean, what wants to put my name on his socks? Laugh my ass off. All right, later. Yeah, definitely put Sports Live in the ATL on your socks, man. So take him to Scotland, man. Put him on that platform. You know what I'm saying? Nathan. Oh man, we have a real footballer here. Big ups, William Waddle. He would be looking out for you. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm trying to check out William Water, man. I definitely, if you got a jersey, like I want to buy your jersey, man. I put it out, I put it on the screen, let everybody know. Hey, I know somebody that plays semi-pro football, man. Go check my guy. Hey, let me know, man. Let me know if y'all sell jerseys. I want your jersey, man. Sign that thing for me. Hey, I buy it. William Waddle, he said, yeah, I'm getting custom sweats to rep the family. I love to, bro. We're on Twitter. Glasgow. I know I'm butchering this name, so you gotta forgive me on this. Glasgow Tigers 1, and my own is at Will Waddle. So if you guys are on Twitter by any means, by all means, hit me up. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm still trying to learn how to use Twitter. Sports Live in the ATL kind of, I guess told me about Twitter, how to put myself out there on Twitter. But a lot of times I'm not on there, but I'm gonna definitely, check you out. William Waddle, that's amazing, bro. Thanks for honoring me. Yeah, definitely, man. Let me know. Send me some merch, man. Send me some merch. I'll support you, man. I'll be your biggest fan out there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. But hey, let's get to this content. I've been, reading comments, and I appreciate y'all for coming, and definitely keep coming. I'm gonna put it on the screen. But yeah. So let's get back to Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley, my thoughts on Calvin Ridley. First of all, to me, Calvin Ridley is selfish. And the reason why I say he's selfish is because, I mean, come on, man. You're not even a part of the Atlanta Falcons organization no more. It's like we don't hear from you. We don't see you. It's like you're not even involved. Like you're not even trying to, at least give your insight on the game to these younger receivers, every week. Now, I don't know, but maybe behind the scenes you are. I don't know. But in the public, I feel like, come on, man. as an Atlanta Falcon fan, I think we deserve at least a statement from you saying, hey, everything's okay. I'm an Atlanta Falcon, kind of reassure us that you're still with the team. At least let us know you're okay. When it comes to mental health illness, hey, definitely take care of that. If that's a big issue, definitely take care of it. But in the day, don't you think you at least owe us like a little statement? You ain't even got to do it in front of a camera. Just a written statement saying, hey, I'm Calvin, really, I'm good. I love the Atlanta Falcons, love the organization. Thank y'all for y'all support. Something, something. I just feel like it's selfish, to do us the way you did us, especially when you put these kind of stats on the field. So let's go through his stats. I stated before, Philadelphia Eagles, 5 receptions, 51 yards, 0 touchdowns. Tampa Bay, 7 receptions, 63 yards, 1 touchdown. Probably your best game, that you put up. At the New York Giants, 8 receptions, 61 yards, 0 touchdowns. Versus Washington, 7 receptions, 80 yards, 0 touchdowns. At Miami, which was your last game that we seen you in, at Miami, 4 receptions, 26 yards, 1 touchdown. So all in all, this season, you had 31 receptions, 281 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't expecting you to be Julio. We just wanted you to be the Calvin really that we knew you could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to be on this team, man. Like, if you don't want to be here, let us know. If you don't want to be here, let us know. We can go ahead and get you up out of here. But if you're gonna be on this team, I think it's selfish for you to just be like, well, you know what? I ain't gonna check in with the team. The team ain't gonna know nothing about me. Every time Arthur Smith come up and do a press conference, he always have to say, we ain't got nothing on Calvin really. And it gets annoying. It gets annoying. As a Falcon fan, to see us out here working with Alameda Zaccheaus, Russell Gage, and Tajay Sharp, and Christian Blake, people like that. We ain't really got no receivers. We Matt Ryan going out here with troll dolls to play an NFL game, and it's like you can't even like at least fake it. Now if you got the real mental issues, hey, brother, I feel you. Take care of that. But at the same time, if it's one of them things where you mad with the team and you just trying to blame it on mental health issues, that's a problem for me. And I don't want you on this team if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? You got to be real with yourself. But to show up at the SEC championship game, I heard rumors you was at the game, but you can't show up for the Falcons. Now, if you was at the game, then I have lost all respect for you at that point. If you was at that SEC championship game, I lost all respect for you, because that's come on, man. You're a member of the Atlanta Falcons. You're being paid by the Atlanta Falcons organization. So to sit here and sit out and just not even have nothing to do with the team is selfish, in my opinion. Let's get to some of these comments. William Waddle, he said, it's tough when it comes to mental health. I don't know why he's not at least trying to be on the sideline. Don't he make Georgia Bama? Didn't he make Georgia and Bama though? That's what what had me thinking. Yeah, like I said, if he was at that Georgia and Bama game, at the end of the day, you ain't dealing with mental health issues. You just don't want to be with the team. Yeah, and I definitely take mental health illness serious. My wife is a therapist, and she deals with that stuff. And so I understand how detrimental that can be. But at the same time, I'm not saying you have to be on the sideline. I just need a statement. I need to know that you're working on it, to one day come back. It's like we don't know nothing. It's like you just fell off the face of the earth and we don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what bothers me. William Waddle, just saw the T as well. Bro, congratulations. Yeah, definitely a Falcon father, man. My son now he's officially 1. He turned 1 December the 2nd. We had a great birthday for him. So yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate that, man. It's I'm enjoying fatherhood, man. It's great. That's another reason why y'all haven't really seen me do a lot of content. Being a first year father, starting my MBA program, and working a full-time job and trying to be a husband. You know, I'm doing a lot right now. So, you know, at the end of the day, videos kind of came last, you know, for me. And you know, but I'm trying to, you know, now that I got my groove, I'm still in my MBA program. I got 5 more courses to go after this one ends on Sunday. But at the same time, you know, still being a father, husband, going to work every day, and you know, and trying to be a YouTube content creator. But I definitely will make time for these videos, man. I definitely will. Um, Nathan said, right, don't put your fans out in the dark. We will fight for you if you give us something. I hope he gets all the help he needs, but I don't know if he'll ever come back. Yeah, definitely. Like you said, we're fans. You know what I'm saying? Like we if you dealing with what you're dealing with, hey, we gonna support you, but at the same time to keep us in the dark like this, you know, after we done been supporting you when things was going great, I mean, you know, we was there. And then now everything's going bad, and now you just can't, you know, you can't even show up for the team. You didn't go to London with us. You know, the Falcons allow you to take that game off, and then you come back the next week. I mean, come on, man, we deserve better. That's all I'm saying. We deserve better. If you about to pull a Julio Jones, just say that. Just say that, and we can go ahead and get you traded and put you on the team that you want to be on, and we can move on as an organization. You know, I mean, we kind of been winning without you, so it's like we really don't need you. You know, in my opinion, you really don't fit the scheme. You know, Arthur Smith's scheme requires wide receivers that don't mind going across the middle. You're afraid of contact. You know, we done seen it plenty of times. So at the end of the day, if you don't want to be here, let us know. If you want to be here, we deserve a statement at least. We deserve something. Let us know you're okay, man. That's all we asking. Let us know what it is, so we'll know how to, you know, we'll know how to move on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. Yusuka Knight, he said should be interesting to see what happens with him this offseason. Yeah, I definitely feel like if he don't want to be here, we can go ahead and trade him. You know, try to see if we can get some picks for him, or maybe even, you know, a good little talent for him. You know, because at the end of the day, he still has value. I mean, he's only 26, you know, at the most. Still young, a first round talent. Still has talent. I just felt like this scheme, he don't fit this scheme. He's young, still can be explosive. You know, still I feel like can contribute to a team. So if we trade him, I definitely feel like his value is still high. You know, and maybe with him sitting out this season allows him, you know, that wear and tear on his body to kind of, you know, to be preserved for the later, you know, for another year. So definitely, you know, if you don't want to be here, let us know, man. You know, this offseason gonna be important for us. William Waddle said, "How do you sleep?" LOL. We appreciate the grind, my dude. Yeah, definitely. I don't know how I sleep, man. You know, I don't know how my wife sleeps. You know, I mean, she was breastfeeding for 7 months. You know, even before he was here, as a woman, you going through the pregnancy process, and you know, we had a traumatic experience going through, you know, the delivery part. You know what I'm saying? So, and she had the C-section. You know, it was just a lot. And you know, the first few months, we didn't get no sleep. I don't know how we did it, but at the end of the day, man, we did it. God definitely blessed us, and maybe COVID definitely, you know, even though it was very traumatic, it was, you know, the pandemic was horrible, but at the same time, it allowed me to be at home, you know, most of the time during that first year. You know, I was blessed to keep my job, so you know, I mean, I don't know how I did it, but God definitely gave me the strength, man, because there was some tough nights, but at the same time, you know, grad school, I'm enjoying grad school. I'm enjoying business. You know, so far I made my first B in my last class. I got all A's before that, and here I am in this class. Hopefully, I can get an A. Probably a B. But you know, at the end of the day, man, it's been a great experience. I wouldn't take it back for anything. It shows me that, you know, you can do whatever you put your mind to. If you really want to do something, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? So. But hey, sleep is like, you know, sleep is like gold. Nathan, if he goes to that route now, he won't even get an angry rant from me. He doesn't deserve my mind and time if he wants out. Yeah, definitely. If he want out, man, hey, bye. You know what I'm saying? Bye. I'd rather see you be on another team and happy than be on this team and holding us back because you mad. You know what I'm saying? We are the Atlanta Falcons, and this organization was here before you got here, and it's going to be here after you get out of here. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we appreciate you for all the stuff you was able to do for this organization, but at the same time, if you don't want to be here, hey, Officer Smith already showed you. If you don't want to be here, there's the door, and we'll move on without you. You know, so here we are, and don't let us make these playoffs. Don't let us make these playoffs because Julio Jones, his main reason he can't win in Atlanta and he wanted to be out of here. He didn't want to give Officer Smith a chance. Maybe if he was here, he would have a better season. He would have better stats. But at the end of the day, he wanted to be out of here. He go to the Tennessee Titans and he riding the coattail right now. He just on the wagon. He not contributing in no way, shape, form, or fashion. He just on the field. If he was in Atlanta, maybe Calvin really won't have to have these high expectations. Maybe Calvin really won't be dealing with mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But at the end of the day, we're a better organization with players that want to be here than to have players that don't want to be here and we just continue to lose. You know what I'm saying? So we could just move on. William Waddle, he said the Cowboys can't hold Gallup this year, I reckon. So it all depends on money, but he's not afraid to take a shot. Yeah, I mean, I can see Michael Gallup, you know, in this Atlanta Falcons offensive scheme. You know, I just want to see us go out there and get somebody who can definitely make this team better and stop going out here getting these guys that was or could have been or should have been. At the end of the day, we got to go out here and get some real talent to Atlanta so we can win. Because I feel like we have, you know, with this new regime, they showing me competency. You know, they're very competent. I feel like the team is getting better. You know what I'm saying? Even though this year, you know, but we're going to get to this a little later. But even though this year haven't been what we expected it to be, at the end of the day, I'm not, excuse me, trying to get over a cold. I'm not mad at the Atlanta Falcons for what they have been able to do this offseason and in this season so far. You know, we still have a chance to make the playoffs. Yeah, it's a slim chance, but at the same time, we got a chance. Only thing the Falcons got to do is control what they can control, and that's winning against the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. If you can win those games, who knows? Maybe the chips may fall your way, but at the end of the day, we can only do what we can do. I mean, we can only control what we can control, and that's trying to win these next two games and trying to see if we can get a mustard seed in the playoffs. That's all you need. You never know what can happen. So that's all I want to see for the Falcons. Yusuke Knight said, agree, man. If you want to go there, go to the door. Yep, there's the door, man. You know. Nathan, Julio wanted out because he knew he wasn't 100% healthy. And Arthur Smith said everyone will have to fight for their position. Yeah, Julio was spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Dan Quinn, all the coordinators we had, yeah, Julio was a great talent, but at the same time, he became entitled. He was what these kids today exemplify. He's very entitled. He's spoiled. Don't want to work for anything. He just wants everything to be handed to him. And I felt like when Arthur Smith came into this door, he brought in, no, this is how it's gonna be. And he even said it in his introduction press conference. He said, these players will not be, they entitled, and they would not be, just given anything. You got to earn everything. You know what I'm saying? He has that Bill Belichick mentality. He don't care how great you are. At the end of the day, when he's coaching you, if you can't be consistently great, he ain't gonna have you on the field. You know what I'm saying? Dan Quinn would hold on to some players. Pat McKinley can go out there every week and don't do anything. And Dan Quinn was trying to, I think he even accepted his 5th-year option. And it was like, this man haven't did anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different regime, and we need that in Atlanta because for a long time we've been holding on to players that haven't did anything. I.e., Tyler Davidson ain't did nothing since he's been in Atlanta. But Dan Quinn keep, we got to keep him. We got to keep him. Maybe one day he gon' no. We got to bring in players that's actually gonna give us consistency. We haven't had that in a while. So I definitely feel like Arthur Smith, they're going to turn this team around. This is just their first year. And all the guys who they have brought in, you see what type of talent they bringing in. It's different. It's different. And when these guys fully develop, i.e., Ojundeji, when you look at Anthony Rush, which is one of my MVPs this season, like the impact he has made since he's been on this team. Mike Pennell. You look at they finally given Jalen Hawkins a chance. Fourier has taken a big step forward. Who else? Who else? Michael Walker. When he get his chance on the field consistently, I think he's going to be a beast. You know what I'm saying? So they have made, and then look at what Jalen Mayfield has been able to do. Although our offensive line still needs work, but at the end of the day, for this man to have a horrific game in the first game, and Arthur Smith never gave up on him after that first game, which most fans was like, man, get Jalen Mayfield out of here. He held on to him, and you see every week our offensive line got better. You know what I'm saying? Matt Ryan, yes, he still takes a lot of hits, but at the same time, when that line was blocking, when you look at this season, we have played some teams that got some great defensive linemen, and we have, Matt Ryan wasn't getting sacked. You know what I'm saying? He was able to sit in the pocket and deliver the ball. So at the end of the day, man, I love Arthur Smith, and I think if Calvin really don't want to be here, hey, you can move on, and we can just go ahead and let Arthur Smith and bring in the guys that want to be here, that want to play for them. William Waddell, we don't have any more receivers. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, we don't hold any more. We don't hold any more receivers who would be a true number one. I had hopes for Calvin Ridley, but he's a little bit in the headlights. We could maybe switch KP to a wideout and run Hurst from tight end. I like CP where he's at. I like CP just being in different positions. I don't want to specifically make him a number one receiver, because I don't think CP is really just going to be that number one receiver for you. I just like him being in different positions. I like Kyle Pitts. The way we've been using him. Kyle Pitts is starting. He's starting to he's starting to develop. You can already see it early on. He's starting to develop. I would love to see him get into the end zone a little bit more, but at the same time, he's starting to learn how to create separation. He's starting to learn how to use his body a little bit more. But with more work and more experience, he's going to get better and better. Maybe we can go out here and bring in a number one receiver. Hopefully, we just need one good receiver, somebody who we know we can count on, and I definitely think this team could be a playoff, a championship contending team. Yusuke Knight, he said, I'm glad that Arthur Smith is the coach of the Falcons. Yeah, I definitely love Arthur Smith. I love Dean Pease. I love Terry Fontenot. I love this staff. I think we have a good staff, a competent staff. And if you get them more years to bring in their players and build this when you're trying to build a new culture, especially in Atlanta, our culture has went from, in the early 90s, we was this intimidating team, we was physical, to now to the 2000s, the early 2000s, it was about speed and all that good stuff with Michael Vick and all them. And then you go to the Matt Ryan regime when you had Michael Turner, John Abraham, Roddy White. We was a complete team. And then you fast forward to now, we have become this team, during the Dan Quinn regime, where it was like we not physical. A team can be down 30-0, and they believe they can come back. The attitude, the physicality, the expectation changed in Atlanta. So I think when you're trying to build a culture, one thing that Arthur Smith did do during the season, I was mad at first, but then I understood it. 3rd and 1, we run the ball, knowing we don't have that physical running back or that offensive line that can hold. But at the same time, Arthur Smith is trying to build a culture. He's trying to let you know this is what we're going to be. So moment, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, we may not have the personnel right now to give us that what Arthur Smith want to do, but to build a culture, you have to establish that. And once you establish that, then you start bringing in that personnel that's going to be able to do that stuff. But everybody gonna know this is what the Atlanta Falcons want to be. So he's trying to build a culture, and it takes a couple of years to build that culture and for it to finally blossom and give you what you want. So, we have to give it some time. Falcon fans, you got to be patient. Right now, we still working with Dan Quinn guys, and it's a new regime, new system, new everything. And these players are trying to, get used to it. So y'all got to be a little bit more patient. I know right now it's tough seeing us go out here and lose to teams that we probably should beat, or lose. We can't beat good teams, or we beating all the, the bad teams. Right now, we're trying to build a culture. So definitely stay patient, man. Yasuka Knight, he said CP stepped up bit time this year. Yeah, definitely. He's been the MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is what we expected a lot of these players to be. He's doing it all. Every game he's coming out there giving us his all. And he loves Atlanta. He loves being here. He's very in tune with the fans. If you ever been to a game or a practice, you'll see him tossing the football to fans every game. So I love CP in Atlanta. Hopefully the Atlanta Falcons can give him a good contract. Now, can he keep this up for like 3 or 4 years? I don't think so. I think he got a good 1 or 2 more years left in him where he can do what he's been doing, playing on this level. But at the same time, CP is not going to be the future, but he's definitely, what we need right now. He just brings a different level of competitiveness to our team that we've been lacking for a long time. Nathan said Russell Gage has been stepping up and being more comfortable out there. Yeah, definitely. Russell Gage definitely, he's starting to you could tell the game is starting to slow down for him. Coming off that big injury, I think he kind of lost a step in his game, but then he's starting to regain that back. You know what I'm saying? Russell Gage is kind of like one of those guys where when you need him the most, he'll make a play. Russell Gage ain't afraid to take no hit. He done took many in his career. He's not afraid to take a hit. He'll do whatever he has to do. He'll try to catch the ball. He'll go up for it. Whatever he has to do, Russell Gage does that. And that's why I feel like Russell Gage is a great player on this team. We just need somebody who can be that number one. Russell Gage is not a number one. We definitely know that. He may be between the number 2 and the number 3. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely love Russell Gage. He's definitely stepping up, like you said. Funvu. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. I don't know what you put in here. I don't know what that is, so I'm not even gonna address that. Yasuka Knight said, "Agree, man. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so like I said, getting back to the Calvin Ridley. I just feel like it's selfish, man. I think it's selfish, and I think it's unfair. Now, if you're dealing with the mental health issues, I understand, but I still feel like as fans, your true fans deserve at least a statement letting us know that you're working. You want to be on this team, and you trying to get back to that point. Like, we need something. That's all I'm asking. We need something. We need a statement. And if you showed up to that SEC championship game, that tells me all I need to know. So, that's my thoughts on Calvin Ridley. I appreciate everybody for giving me their thoughts. So let's move on to this next topic that I wanted to discuss. And that's talking about the Atlanta Falcons, the state of the franchise. What I want to talk about when it comes to the state of the franchise is just, like where I see us. Right now, I'm gonna give us a I want to give us a grade based on where we currently are and how I feel like this season has panned out for me. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you guys some things that I feel like we just didn't do well this season. But then I'm gonna also talk to you guys about what I think we have done well and what I think we can continue to grow in the future with. So not because we had a bad season so far doesn't mean that everything's just been horrific. We have had great things that we've been consistently doing. So, I want to get to it. But first, before we get to that, let's talk about first, let's answer this. Let's look at this comment. Yasuka Knight. Yep, I agree. I love Russell Gage. He's not afraid of contact. Yeah, he's definitely not afraid of contact. Like I said, I didn't see this man go across the middle, take a hit from the safety in his back, and still hold on to the ball, and we needed that first down. So I done seen him take some hits. And that's the type of toughness we need on this team. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the player may not be your number one receiver, a great receiver, but you need those players that's willing to put a body on the line to make sure that it helps the team. And that's what Russell Gage exemplifies, for me. So, but let's get to the Atlanta Falcons. So our record is currently 7-8. We got the Buffalo Bills. We'll be going to the Buffalo Bills this Sunday. And, we'll end with the New Orleans Saints at home. But when you look at our home record, we're 2-5, and really one of those wins was we're the home team, but we was in London against the New York Jets, so it really don't count. So really, we 1-5 at home. That's sad. And we just got our first win against the Detroit Lions, which we almost could have lost. One of the things that Russell Gage almost did, but at the end of the day, the defense came through for him. Fourier with the pick to seal the win. You know what I'm saying? 5-3 on the road. We're a good road team. It seems like we come together on the road, and that's with or without Calvin Ridley. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Atlanta Falcons on that. So right now, like I said, we're currently 7-8. Let's go through these games. Against Philly, lost. If I had to I'm gonna give us a grade for all of our games that we had this season. Nathan said, man, but I want Gage to stop trying to hurdle over guys. We don't need you to get hurt. Yeah, we definitely got to. I think Hayden Hurst kind of started this hurdling everybody. I think Austin Hooper used to do it. Hayden Hurst definitely does it, and then Jaden Graham started to try to do it, and now we got everybody trying to hurdle somebody. We just get the first down. That's all I ask. We ain't got to try to jump over nobody, because in the NFL, if you jump over somebody, you better be looking to get your career. It's career ending. It could definitely result to that. So right now, we just need to be consistent. Let's just fight for yards. We ain't got to try to be pretty with it. Let's just play football. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely, I definitely agree. But yeah, so let's get back to these Atlanta Falcons. We, against the Philadelphia Eagles, we lose. I give us an F on that game. We just, it just wasn't our day. It was coming out of the preseason. No time during the preseason for the starters, and the Philadelphia Eagles just had us. They had our number. They beat us fair and square. They beat us on the field. They outcoached us. They outplayed us. They out-cheerleaded us. They out-fanned us. Our fans didn't even show up. The Philadelphia Eagles, when they scored, only thing you heard was the Fly Eagles Fly chant. You know what I'm saying? That we don't have no home field advantage. So I feel like the Eagles just outdid us in every facet of the game against that first week. But then you go to the next week against Tampa Bay. We lost that game, but I got to give us a C. It started off, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was killing us. And then the Atlanta Falcons made a comeback and could have won that game if it wasn't due to the offensive lineman just letting dudes just jump and back the ball up and, get pits and pit sixes and all that good stuff. So I think Russell Gage, he tried to throw it to Russell Gage. Now, the ball placement could have been a little better. But at the end of the day, Russell Gage kind of, didn't allow him. He didn't try to play the ball. I think the cornerback just, pretty much just took it from him and, took it to the end zone. So at the end of the day, we lost that game. But I got to give us a C, because it was some great things that we did do, but also some bad things that we didn't do. New York Giants. We won that game. I got to give us a B. That game, we go to it. We go to New York. We own New York currently, with the Hawks doing what they did in the playoffs last year against the New York Knicks. And then we come, here we are in New York playing the New York Giants, and we beat them, So at the end of the day, the Falcons needed that win. We was 1-2 at that time. And, so I give us a B on that win, because it was the Giants as well. And that game was too close for us to be a better team. So that's why I gave us a B. The Washington football team, we lost that game, but I still give us a B, because we played a good game. It's just at the end, I don't know what happened. We gave up the touchdown, and the Washington football team ended up beating us on the last second, touchdown type thing. And we go down, we couldn't get down the field to, at least win the game. So it is what it is. Then the next week, the New York Jets, we go to London. We beat the New York Jets. I give us a B, even though we dominated that game, but we should have dominated that game a little bit more. I felt like we kind of sometimes play down to competition a lot, and we let the Jets feel like they can play with us. And so, but at the end of the day, I don't think our offensive line gave up any sacks. That was also the first game where Calvin Ridley, he didn't play. And so, we went to London and handled our business. I don't know who this is. Jocelyn Paolo. I mean, y'all putting up weird stuff, so I don't know what y'all trying to. I don't know what y'all want. What y'all trying to get out of me. So then Miami. Next week we beat Miami, even though we lost to them in the preseason. We come back, we beat Miami. I give us an A on that win because I felt like we just played a great game that game. We got to Tua Tagovailoa. We made stops. Our defense actually showed up that game, and the offense did a good job. The offense was putting up points and everything. The Carolina Panthers, we lost that game. I give us a D grade because we was a better team than Carolina. We just got outplayed that day. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just going their way, and they won that game. It was a good game, but they won that game in the end. The New Orleans Saints, we get the dub against the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans, which was a big game. And I got to give us an A. The Falcons went out there and they showed out, and we was able to beat the New Orleans Saints, and it was a good game. It's always a good game when those two teams meet. And the Falcons was able to get the dub in New Orleans. Hopefully we can get the dub at home on January the 9th, to sweep these guys. But, at the end of the day, it was the New Orleans Saints, and we already know it. We know records are thrown out the window when it comes to that game. Next, the Dallas Cowboys. I think we was in Dallas. We lost that game, and I got to give us an F. We just did not show up that game. That Prescott was just able to throw it to whoever he wanted to throw it to. I think what's his name? Trayvon Diggs got a pick. Lewis got a pick. Like everybody got a pick on us. We just couldn't stop nobody, and they just stopped us. Anything we wanted to do, I don't even think we passed the 50-yard line until like the second half or something like that. It was something bad. But we just didn't show up that game. The New England Patriots, another game we just did not show up. We lost that game horribly. And I got to give us an F. New England Patriots just got our number right now. We haven't been able to beat New England Patriots in a long time. I don't even think we ever beat Bill Belichick. We sure haven't beat Tom Brady, so we definitely haven't beat Bill Belichick. So at the end of the day, man, we got to show up. When we playing people like Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Next, the Jacksonville Jaguars. We get the dub. I give us a B only because we did show up, but at the same time, the Jaguars shouldn't have been able to be in a good game with us. It shouldn't have came down to the end. All our games have came down to the end, and especially against teams that we should go out there and just dominate. It shouldn't be coming down to the end. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I gave us a B. Then we followed it up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers again, and we lose that game again. I think Tom Brady's first 18 plays was all passing plays, and we couldn't stop it. They didn't run the ball, and it just baffles me. But I still give us a C because we end up making it into a game, and the Falcons had their chances. We just couldn't capitalize. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Gronkowski, I think he showed out that game against us as well. Carolina Panthers again, number 2. We win that game. Give us an A. We dominated the Carolina Panthers. Now they were without Christian McCaffrey, and I think they got Cam Newton, and we own Cam Newton. But at the end of the day, I felt like the Falcons played a good game. They, the defense showed up, the offense put up points. We just played a better game, and I think the running game got going and everything. The San Francisco 49ers, we lose that game. I give us a D because I really believe that we're better than the San Francisco 49ers. It's just that we just did not play a good game that game, and they end up winning. And I hate losing against Kyle Shanahan because I always say he cost us the Super Bowl. He did, and I just like to see him lose, but we couldn't get the dub. And then last week we played the Detroit Lions. As y'all all know, we won that game, and I got to give us an A on that game just because we came out and we played good, even though it came down to the end once again. But at the same time, the Falcons, they get the pit, they win the game. We just played a good game. AJ Terrell did his thing. Everybody just kind of did. They chipped in a little bit. Russell Gage made some key catches. Cal Pitts made some clutch catches. And, we just played a good game, man. So that's been our season. So if I had to give us a grade for the whole entire season so far, I got to give us a C. And the reason why is because against good teams, we haven't been able to, to do anything. But against the bad teams, we've been able to, get wins. You can't if you're gonna go to the playoffs, you can't only be able to beat the bad teams. You got to be able to beat the good teams. But one thing that does play in our favor, we do win on the road. So although we haven't beat no good teams, and all the teams that's gonna be in the playoffs are gonna be good, you got to be able to beat those teams. And so far, we haven't been able to do that. We got a chance this week against the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully, we can beat them. In Buffalo, it's gonna be cold. Probably gonna be snowing. It's gonna be bad weather, but at the same time, we got to show up because just like we playing in there, they playing in there as well. So we got to show up. But at the end of the day, man, I got to give us a C. The defense has been inconsistent. Sometimes they may have a good, pretty good game. Most of the time they look horrible. Offense go out there, put up 30 points, they give up 40. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the offense has been inconsistent as well. Not being able to put up points, not being able to capitalize off of turnovers, especially against the San Francisco 49ers. We got the fumble on the opening kickoff. We get into the red zone. Yeah, I feel like Cordero Patterson scored, but okay, they call it back. We get a first set of downs, first and goal, and we can't even get in the end zone because we want to throw the ball instead of run the ball. But at the end of the day, that just goes to show you sometimes the Falcons, we don't make good decisions. Our decision making hasn't been the best. And and then the defense go out there and give up points. Sometimes they'll save us, sometimes they give it up. So at the end of the day, a C, we got some good and we got some bad. So hey, that's been the episode of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. I appreciate everybody for joining this live stream. It's been a great live stream. Appreciate all the comments, man. Sports Live and the ATL showing up. Yusuka Knight, Nathan, William Waddell, man. Shout out to William Waddell, the semi-pro football player for the I think he said the Glasgow Tigers, I want to say. Hopefully I get that jersey, man. I'm definitely gonna support you. Just let me know how I can. But hey, I appreciate everybody for joining the live stream, man. It's been a great one, man. Welcome to, it's been another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365. Hopefully y'all like my logo. I created it myself. A little something simple from PowerPoint. I did it on PowerPoint. I don't know how I did it, but I did it today, just right before I did this video. So this gonna be my new logo. Unless I can find somebody that can give me a nice logo. You know what I'm saying? If you can give me a nice logo, I'll pay for it. And it'll be my logo. But until then, I'm gonna roll with this one, man. I kind of like this. I'm kind of digging this one. You know what I'm saying? So, but I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. I enjoyed it. I appreciate the comments because I love reading the comments. Just interacting with y'all. Yusuka Knight said no problem, man. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all. So definitely, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Tell everybody, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your snake, tell your rat, and throw in your pet parrot if you have one, man. Hey, it's been another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365. I'm gonna definitely keep doing what I'm doing, man. Like I said, this is the first of many more videos coming soon. Definitely check me out. Check me out Friday. I'm gonna do it on Saturday. Check me out Saturday. I will do a video kind of, going into this, my pregame analysis for the Atlanta Falcons game. I may go live either early Friday or Thursday night to kind of, talk about the Georgia and University of Michigan game. So definitely check me live during that time. But I definitely will be going live. Y'all can definitely check me out on Saturdays where I break down, give y'all my pregame analysis where I like to do the keys to the dub, I like to do the team weekly team matchup and give you all my weekly game picks and kind of tell y'all what I think, how I think the Falcons can win that game. So yeah, definitely check me out, man. But I appreciate everybody. Nathan said appreciate it for the good show. Hey, no, I appreciate y'all. Y'all made it a great show. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's been another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Share, like, comment on these videos, cause your boy always gonna comment back, man. Hey, in brotherhood I trust, man. It's been another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365, and it's been your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, and I'm out of here.